Welcome back to Global Bike Buzz, the channel where we bring you the latest, most detailed reviews from the two-wheeler world, and today we're diving deep into a bike that has been close to the hearts of millions of riders in India and several global markets. Yes, it's the brand new 2025 Bajaj Platina 125, the commuter motorcycle that promises to blend fuel efficiency, practicality, comfort, and just the right touch of modern technology. This is a name that has carried a lot of trust over the years, and with this 2025 update, Bajaj Auto wants to push it further into the future, while still keeping it affordable for the daily rider. At first glance, when you stand in front of the new Platina 125, the changes are immediately noticeable. The front fascia carries a more sculpted and modern look compared to the older generation. The headlamp unit has been updated with a sleeker housing, giving it a sharper appeal. Bajaj has equipped it with an LED DRL strip on top, which looks premium for a 125cc commuter segment bike. The halogen headlight has been tuned to provide better spread and visibility during night rides, which is crucial for riders who depend on their bike for daily commuting even during early mornings or late evenings. The front also gets neatly designed turn indicators that are now clear lens units, giving it a clean and stylish presence. The mudguard has been slightly reshaped, with a touch of aerodynamics, though functionality remains the focus. Overall, the front of the Platina 125 now balances a commuter-friendly stance with hints of modern styling cues that keep it relevant in 2025. Move to the side profile, and the Platina 125 immediately conveys the practicality and simplicity it has always been known for, but now in a more refined package. The tank design is slim yet slightly more contoured compared to its predecessor, with new graphics that add a fresh and youthful character. Bajaj has clearly tried to appeal to both young professionals looking for an affordable ride and family-oriented buyers who prioritize comfort and efficiency. The seat remains one of the longest in its class, extending generously to accommodate the rider and a pillion comfortably. Bajaj has used a softer seat cushioning this time, which promises better comfort over long commutes. The side panels are neatly integrated, flowing smoothly with the tank and rear section, giving the bike a continuous visual appeal. The alloy wheels are finished in black, providing a premium contrast to the bright color options Bajaj has introduced for this 2025 model, including shades like ebony black with silver highlights, a deep blue, and a striking red. The Platina branding on the side is bold yet tasteful, reminding you that this is a commuter with a legacy. From the back, the Platina 125's design maintains its functional approach but adds a touch of sophistication. The tail lamp unit is now a sleeker LED setup, which not only enhances visibility but also gives the bike a more premium rear profile. The grab rail is sturdy and ergonomically shaped for pillion use, ensuring safety and convenience. The rear mudguard is extended, which will help in rainy conditions to minimize splash, something commuters will definitely appreciate. The indicators at the rear mirror the clear lens design from the front, keeping the overall styling consistent. Even though this is a commuter bike, Bajaj has paid attention to small details that make a big difference in day-to-day ownership. The rear also reveals a new suspension setup. Bajaj continues with its twin spring-on-spring suspension system, finished in black with subtle highlights, which gives a balance of comfort and durability for Indian roads. Now, moving to the heart of the motorcycle at the engine. The 2025 Platina 125 comes with a refined 124.45cc single-cylinder, air-cooled, DTSI engine, which is BS6 Phase 2 compliant. Bajaj has tuned the motor to produce around 10.5 horsepower at 7,500 revolutions per minute and about 11 Nm of torque at 6,000 revolutions per minute. On paper, these numbers might not seem extraordinary, but for a commuter motorcycle, they strike a perfect balance between performance and fuel efficiency. What really stands out in this updated version is the level of refinement Bajaj has achieved. Vibrations are minimal even at higher speeds, and the engine feels smoother in city traffic as well as during highway stretches. The gearbox is a 5-speed unit, which is a welcome addition for riders who frequently travel longer distances. The gear shifts are slick, and the ratios are spaced well for both city crawling and occasional highway rides. Performance-wise, the Platina 125 continues to shine where it matters the most, in real-world riding conditions. The bike accelerates linearly, giving you enough grunt in lower gears to handle crowded city traffic easily. It can comfortably cruise at 70 to 80 km/h on highways without feeling strained, which is more than sufficient for this segment. The fuel efficiency remains its strongest card, with claimed mileage figures hovering around 60 to 65 km per liter in mixed conditions. This is exactly the kind of number that makes it one of the most cost-effective motorcycles for daily use. The suspension setup, a telescopic forks at the front and the spring-on-spring system at the rear, ensures a plush ride over potholes and rough patches. Bajaj has also focused on ergonomics, with upright handlebars and forward-set foot pegs that create a relaxed riding posture, reducing fatigue during long commutes. Braking duties are handled by a combination of a front disc brake and rear drum, with CBS, combi braking system, for added safety. The disc offers decent bite, and the overall braking setup inspires confidence, especially for new riders or those upgrading from smaller 100cc machines. The 17-inch wheels wrapped in tubeless tires provide stability and grip across varied road conditions. In terms of handling, the Platina 125 feels light and nimble, making it easy to maneuver through tight traffic, yet stable enough on open roads. It is not designed for sporty cornering, but as a commuter, it ticks all the right boxes. Bajaj has also added subtle touches of technology to keep the Platina 125 competitive in 2025. The instrument cluster is now a semi-digital unit, combining an analog speedometer with a small digital display showing fuel level, odometer, and trip meter. There is also a low fuel warning indicator and service reminder, which enhances practicality. While it doesn't go overboard with unnecessary features, it offers just enough to feel modern without complicating things for everyday riders. When it comes to pricing, Bajaj has strategically positioned the Platina 125 to remain accessible. As of 2025, the ex-showroom price in India starts around 80,000 to 85,000 rupees depending on the variant, with slight variations based on location and optional front disc. This makes it slightly more expensive than some 100cc commuters, but the added performance, features, and comfort justify the difference. Compared to rivals like the Hero Super Splendor and Honda Shine, the Platina 125 offers a compelling mix of mileage, refinement, and Bajaj's wide service network. For buyers who want a reliable workhorse without spending too much on fuel and maintenance, this is a very appealing option. So, after riding and reviewing the 2025 Bajaj Platina 125, what's the verdict? This is not a motorcycle that tries to impress you with flashy features or thrilling performance. Instead, it focuses on being what a commuter motorcycle should truly be: reliable, efficient, comfortable, and affordable. Bajaj has managed to refine its design and engine to suit modern expectations without losing its core identity. It's practical for office-goers, students, and even family use, while also offering enough comfort for occasional longer rides. If you are someone who prioritizes fuel efficiency but doesn't want to compromise on comfort, and you want a motorcycle that will faithfully serve your daily riding needs with low running costs, then the 2025 Bajaj Platina 125 should definitely be on your short list. With a modernized design, improved refinement, and a still very attractive price point, it continues the Platina legacy strongly into the future. That's it for today's in-depth